Hi guys, welcome. Okay, I'm back. As always, I'll take the questions in the order that they come in. One question per person. Unless you super chat 199 or more, then you can skip the line. Okay, first person here. Coco. Is Kay finding it hard to get over me? Okay. Yes, she's actually feeling very out of balance and kind of a little bit off kilter these days. I don't even really know that she's trying to get over you. I think she's sort of stuck. Chame Araji, love. Use your intuition. You have a love offering coming in here with an Aries. This person may want to move forward with you quickly, and they could be really passionate. But just be careful because they could be involved with somebody else. There's a third party here. Just know what you're getting into. Amorous, does CJ have good intentions? Let's see. I think his intentions are good. Yeah, I think he's okay. Elizabeth, will Kay sneak away from her to see me like he said? I'm not convinced. You only got one ace here, and the perseverance card is in reverse. And it also looks like he's got some indecision around him. So I don't know what's going on with him. But if it's something that he's supposed to do today, I'm not convinced he's going to do it today. I'm going to be curious to see how this unfolds. Because I feel like his intentions may be good, but I don't know that he's going to be able to get away. Sister Moon. Is that thinking about in any way? Okay, let's see. Is that thinking about Sister Moon? He's thinking about you in a lot of ways. He's also very undecided or indecisive at the moment. So he's not so sure which way he wants to go, but he's been doing a lot of thinking about you lately. You know what, Elizabeth? I don't blame you. I mean, there's a lot of this like stringing along kind of nonsense. When I feel like his intentions are good and like he means what he says when he says it, he doesn't seem to live up to what it is that he promises. I feel like he needs to like a good kick in his ass. Lauren, how is Jim feeling about me? Okay, he's feeling a little bit undecided at the moment and a little bit unprepared with the Two of Swords and the Two of Wands. However, things are going to pick up between you and him. You could have a little spat or a little fight coming up, and he may be regretful. I don't know if he did something to you and you call him out on it. He may be regretful for whatever it is he did. He feels like you're a strong person, that you're a strong character. There's also going to be a fated meeting between you and him. So something here is going to happen that's going to be destiny. And there will be happiness around the situation and balance gets returned to it. But it looks like it's going to be a little bit up and down, and you may have to go through some hurdles because he does seem a little bit undecided on his feelings right now or on how he's going to move forward. Anna, how is Christopher feeling towards me right now? Is he still mad at me? He's still mad, but it's starting to fade. You got the Knight of Cups here, which means he comes in with an offering of love or an apology or some sort of forgiveness. Yeah, it's the anger is starting to fade. um, Krista, how is Jay currently feeling about me? Okay. Okay, at the present moment, the last couple of days, he's been thinking a lot about you. If you haven't heard from him, I think that you can expect that you're going to be hearing from him soon. I think that he's going to be coming back, and he may be looking to move this relationship forward. You have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You also have the Four of Wands. So you may be spending a lot of time at one of your houses. Be careful, okay, because it shows this. The Eight of Cups and then the Fool in reverse. Walking away from something and then acting out or doing something that you regret later on. So I don't know if he lets you down or he doesn't fulfill a promise. Try not to overreact because I don't want you to make things worse for yourself. I think his intentions are good, but I don't know that he's going to live up to them to the fullest. He may come in, make you some promises, and then he may not follow through. Lena, I was doing a reading on me and Kay for our potential relationship, and the Devil card came up. Why? Okay. The Devil card usually means that there's an addiction around somebody. So it could be, I'm going to ask the cards, but it could be that he's suffering from some sort of addiction, or it could also be that the two of you get addicted to one another. Sometimes people get addicted to each other, and it's usually not for the healthiest of reasons. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it looks here like there's going to be heartbreak that surrounds this situation. And it also looks like for a while he may go silent. But then things turn around again, and the World card is here, and then karma brings you two back together. The first thing that I want to say is that there could be a level of addiction around him. If not, I would say enter this relationship with caution because it could be that the two of you get addicted to each other in a bad way. You know, kind of the kind of relationship where two people are always at each other's throats, but neither one of them wants to leave, or neither one of them does anything to leave. So just be cautious when you enter it. Now, if you enter the relationship with him and you find out that he drinks too much, then at least you know what you're dealing with. Do you know what I'm saying? At least you know that it's his addiction and not a mutual addiction. If the two of you are mutually addicted to one another, it could become a bad situation. You know, alcoholism could be bad or whatever kind of addiction it is, but the person can set their mind to getting over it and getting through it. Two people that are in a relationship like that, it can be really hard to get out of. Edith, current energy from the ex Capricorn towards me. Okay. Well, I don't know what happened in the past between the two of you, but it looks like one of you betrayed the other with the Ten of Swords. It also looks like one or both of you may be looking to either revisit this situation or reconnect. Somebody here is going to be in hot pursuit after the other, and the hangman in reverse would indicate to me that this relationship can get back on track if you want it to. The Eight of Wands is here too, so things should change. The Magician is in reverse, so I would think that this could be a little bit of a struggle if the two of you get back together. Use your intuition. The High Priestess is here, but it looks like the two of you have a soulmate connection and that there's more to come. I think that he may be a little bit stubborn and he may not come forward right away, but I think inevitably there's more to come from this relationship. I don't think it's over. Gracie, is James Vice struggling to be loyal in relationships? Okay, let's see. Comes up, yes, definitely. Three aces. But the thing is that somebody that is a chronic cheater, it's usually more about their own ego than it is the other people. So, like, for example, all right, I mean, I read a lot of people. One woman, she was married a long time. Her boyfriend was married a long time. And the two of them were together a long time. So, this is what was going on. I think the boyfriend wound up getting divorced because his wife asked for the divorce. And she never left her husband. And I think that they're still together. I haven't spoken to her in a while, but I think they're still together. So a relationship like that is, it's a relationship, right? That these two people want to be together, but one or both of them doesn't have enough nerve to leave what they had going on to actually make the move for them to be together. So that's a different situation. Somebody who is a chronic cheater that cheats with more than one person, it feeds their ego. So it's the kind of thing where it's not so much a vice as like they could mature and get past it. It's an ego thing. It makes them feel good. It's something that does something for their ego to make them feel like they can be with all these different people. Whereas, it's different. Like I'll say to somebody, if somebody cheats once and they make a mistake and it never happens again, that's one thing. If somebody has been with you in a relationship and they've also been stepping out with the same person for like the last 2 years, that's the problem. Like that's where this person doesn't have the guts to leave what they have going on. And they really either want to be with the other woman or they just don't have the nerve to man up and do it. So, it depends where it's coming from. In a case like his, it looks like this is feeding his ego, which doesn't make it, I mean, none of these situations are good. But if you kind of understand where the person's coming from, you can sort of not take it as personal. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're with a different girl every night, how much can each of those girls mean? Nothing, because you wouldn't be with a different girl every night if you were so in love with one of them. um, Anna, how do I feel towards Christopher? You're not sure how you feel. You want me to look into how you feel. I just want to make sure. Is that what the question is? You want me to tell you how you feel about him? All right. That's what I'm going to say. All right. So what it shows here is that You feel that you and him could have a relationship built on solid ground, but you feel like you've put up with enough of his bullshit and you're not going to deal with it anymore. You feel like if he could only man up and step up to the plate, you guys could have a great relationship that might be something that's faded here. There's an offer in front of you that you're not seeing that has nothing to do with him. That's a side thing. I also think that you feel like he may not be totally financially stable right now, so that could be an issue, and that burdens you. But I think that you honestly do care about him, and you just wish that he would pull it together. Gracie, how is James currently feeling about me? You know, it's like he feels like you guys have a great connection, but he's undecided about what to do, so he does nothing and he doesn't put in any effort. He feels like he's either needs to get a kick in the butt or he's waiting for something to happen. He feels like he's got time and he's undecided, so he's not going to do anything. Or he's not going to do anything right now. It's not going to be forever. Mariana, what can I expect for this month, love and career? Okay. It looks like you have a transformation coming in here around work. It doesn't look like you have too much going on in your love life this month, but you know what? The end of the year, the holidays, getting through all this bullshit, I wouldn't worry so much about that. But what it shows for your career is that you could have an opportunity here to either start a new job or some kind of promotion or something that could push you forward. It would be transformative and you can make magic happen. It's also something that can lead you to less financial stress, more financial stability. Use your intuition. But love looks like it's going to be a little slow this month. Miss Rosie, what is the Libra feeling towards me? Okay. Balance and hard work. So they're feeling much more stable in their own right, and they're going to start showing you a little bit more effort. You have the Four of Cups here in reverse, and you're going to be aware of it. There's also a strong connection between you and this person, and they come in on the white horse. Now, the knight in shining armor, that's what it is. Don't be surprised if they don't come in like the knight in shining armor. Like, it reminds me of that meme that I used to always see on Facebook that was like, sometimes your knight in shining armor is like a moron in tinfoil or something like that. So sometimes the knight in shining armor, they may not come in that strong, but they're showing up. They're going to be showing up. Mariana, current energy of Ricardo, what does he feel for me? Okay. Use your intuition when dealing with him. He feels like you're very well grounded and a very strong person. He also feels like you have a really fun, carefree side and that you're very smart and intellectual. He's physically attracted to you. I think he might even be a little bit intimidated by you. But you've made an impression on him for sure. Lady. Yeah, all right, I'll answer it. How he feels about me, okay. Yeah, but from now on, only because the only reason to me, a donation is a donation and there shouldn't be a minimum. But if everyone does a really small amount and the question isn't in the little blue box, it's hard for me to keep track and I lose my space. Otherwise, I wouldn't care. I'll just answer it this time. Okay, so when you ask how someone feels about you and the Empress shows up, it's like one of the best cards that you can get. They feel like they're like you're beautiful, attractive, prosperity, abundance. Be careful, it could be the birth or the conception of a child. It also could be the birth or conception of some sort of a creative idea. Um, it's like they look at you like you're a Greek goddess. That's what the Empress is. Martha, after my confession, what actions will the Gemini take? Okay. All right, so at first he's going to process all this and he may be silent for a minute and then he shows up with justice and victory. So you should get what you want. So it's the Eight of Cups. He takes a minute to himself. He shows up, comes back from the past. Here is justice, and then there's your victory. Might not happen tomorrow, though, so don't get upset. You know, he might take a minute to have to, like, digest all of it. Corin, does he like me to be dominant or submissive? Okay. Does he like me to be dominant? I think he likes you to be dominant. SS, what will happen between me and B before Christmas? Okay. All right. At first, it shows there's worry around you. I don't know if you're worried about him or there's worry around the situation. It also shows that there's a delay in happiness. Somebody here may be really focused more on work these days than anything else. And the Four of Wands is in reverse, which would mean to me that either things are not going to move forward immensely between now and Christmas, or plans could fall through between now and Christmas. You know, the holidays, like I say, it's not a great time. It's not a good time for a lot of people, so I wouldn't get too hung up on it if nothing happens between now and then. I mean, there could be some stuff, like there could be communication, or you could see each other somewhere, but it doesn't look like anything monumental happens between now and Christmas. Lena, general love. You got passion coming in around you, so use your intuition. Page of Cups is here. The person that shows up could be a Pisces, and they may have some sort of an addiction. Pisces can be known for having addictive personalities, so just be careful. That could be also why it's urging you to use your intuition, because this person comes in very passionately. And a lot of times when people come in with a lot of passion and very strong, it fizzles out really quick. You can still do what you want, have a great time, you know, go with the flow, whatever. But just be aware that this may be a physical relationship more than a love relationship. Because it looks like at some point you may feel like you never made it to the top of the mountain and you could have sharp words with this person. So if you're up for hooking up with some random person and having a physical relationship, go for it. There's nothing wrong with that. Jasmine, Cancer crush thoughts and feelings about me. Okay. Another one, use your intuition. They may be coming in pursuing you really hard in the near future, and you have a lot of strength around you. You also have a business opportunity that may come in. The Cancer looks like they have a lot of passion and they're coming in with an offering of love. And I got to tell you that that's not really like Cancer, because they're a little bit more wait and see, and they want to make sure that they feel something or that they're on safe ground before they take risks. They're very protective of themselves, but it looks like this Cancer is going to be letting down their guard and they're going to be coming forward. Kate, how does Gabriel feel about me going to Miami? Okay. It's kind of made him feel a little bit unbalanced, worried about money and financial stability, and a little bit worried. I don't know if he's afraid that you may meet someone else, but it looks like in some kind of a bizarre way, you going away for a minute winds up transforming your relationship, and he may come in pursuing you a little bit harder. I don't think he's going to like the idea of you being away. Good. Gracie, how would James feel if I gave him his small present? Okay. I think he would be a little bit shocked. I also think that he would work really hard and justice would get served. So I think that if you gave him something, he would appreciate it and he may reciprocate. All right, I'm going back up to the top. Malika A. Michael's current feelings, okay? Feeling a little bit carefree these days. He also has a star around him, so he's got a wish coming in. I think he may come in pursuing you a little bit harder than he has been in the past, and you may lay down the law with him when he shows up. I think he's looking to either take a small vacation or a weekend getaway away. I wouldn't be surprised if it's something he brings up to you at some point. Yeah, and when I get off tonight on the community thing, I'm going to put up sales that'll run from now until Tuesday in case anyone's interested. But I have the Cade's Etsy store, and I also have Auntie Charlie's channel too on the community page. So you can check out both of those guys. Costanza. Why hasn't my ex in his current relationship? Wait a minute, I'm not sure of what the why hasn't he ended his current relationship? Okay, let's see. Why hasn't he ended the current relationship? You know, I hate to say this, but he's doesn't really have the nerve. You know, men can be very funny about things. Well, not just men, but women too, where sometimes they don't have the nerve to end things, so they kind of make the other person miserable, hoping that they'll end it. And I think that that could be what's going on here because there's lack of work going into the relationship, there's lack of balance, there's lack of money, there's lack of justice, there's a lot of regret. So I'm thinking if the relationship has gone south, one person is trying to make the other person miserable enough so that they end it, so that they don't have to be the bad guy, especially right before Christmas. Because everyone's got to make a big deal of stupid shit like Christmas. And then you get to see all the crap on Facebook. Like, let's just be legit here. Like, if you're really truly in love with somebody and they buy you something really great for Christmas, is your first thought, oh, I have to post this on Facebook? There's nothing else that you would rather do before you do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, shut that stupid shit up. I hate social media. Like, you have no idea. TD wants general, okay? You may be worried about something, but don't worry because you make it to the top of the mountain. You have a Virgo here around you that may be helping you with something. It could be either a business project. I don't know that it's business. There's a celebration around it. Maybe it's a party, the celebration coming in. Somebody comes in here out of the blue that may be very interesting and having a very adventurous spirit. They may be an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. And I think that you're going to have some fun over the next couple of weeks with these people. Could be more than one person. Sweet thing. What is Kenneth feeling for me? Oh, they may pick up the pace. They may start coming forward more. They're still a little bit hesitant and undecided, but they get past it with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. They take a spin on the wheel of fortune, and they move forward. They may be regretting that they haven't moved forward quicker. And this relationship is going to be transforming in the near future. Quintoria. Should I break the silence or wait on the Libra? I never suggest waiting ever, unless you're feeling really unconfident and unsure of yourself. If you're in a place where you're thinking, well, they may not answer me, or I don't know if I should, then now is not the time to do it. But as soon as you're feeling confident, I would always suggest that you break the silence, because it just cuts down on all this waiting. Waiting equals more waiting. Communication and talking equals more communication and talking. Let's ask the cards. 6. Yeah, once you have the courage and the strength and you're feeling positive, I would suggest that you reach out. Susie, what are Steve's feelings for me right now? Okay. Is he mad at you right now because of something? Or there was a fight? It looks like there may be a level of regret over something that he said, or something that happened between you two in the recent past. He feels like you're a strong character, and he feels like you have a lot going for you. He also, I mean, there's chemistry here. There's a lot of feelings here, but basically the overall energy of it is that he feels really bad about something that happened in the past, the recent past, and he wants to fix it. He's not sure how he's going to do it yet, but he's working on it, and you use your intuition. Susie, will he call me tomorrow? Okay. You know what? Let me pull a playing card just to see if I can get some timing on it. Timing is not easy, but let's see. When will Steve call Susie? Okay, the 10 of clubs just fell out. I'm going to say that you should be speaking to him within 10 days. I'm going to ask if you're going to hear from him tomorrow, but I think it's going to be more of like between now and 10 days. Yeah, I'm not 100% positive that you'll hear from him tomorrow. It could take a minute. Baby girl 241, general reading. Okay. You got a wish around you. You're also walking away from something that no longer serves you, and you're moving into better times where there's more carefree spontaneity, taking a leap of faith, trying something new. You have a new offer of love coming in, and something here destined to happen when you spin the wheel of fortune. So I think overall, leaving things in the past that no longer serve you and moving on to much greener uh, pastures, the grass is greener, is that's what's coming up here. All right, let's see. Costanza. Um, my ex, the Aries, talks to me and asks me out. He says he misses me, but he's with another girl. How does he feel about me? Okay. Yeah, see, he comes in here with an offering of love. He's not lying to you. He just does not have the nerve to end what he's in right now because he doesn't want to deal with the dramatics of it. And I think he's hoping that she's going to end it for him because around her, she's got the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Wands in reverse. And I hate to tell her this, but the breakup card when it's in reverse. So I think that he's being legit to you. I don't think he's got the nerve to end it with her just yet. So let's see if she does it. I think he's making her miserable so that she does it. It would be nice if someone could just man up, but most people don't. Um, Chanel Jordan. Let me know if I didn't miss anybody's super chats. I think I'm in the right place. Okay, what's going on for Chanel Jordan? Don't hold yourself back. Take off the restraints, and then you have happiness surrounding you. It looks like you're also going to be walking away from things that no longer serve you in the past. And you're moving towards somebody here that you're going to be victorious with a fire sign, a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. It also looks like you're going to be well rewarded for your job at work, or balance comes in around work. Balance also comes back to your life. When you leave the past in the past and you get over the betrayal, you take off the restraints, your life moves forward quickly, and happiness is restored. SS. General reading for my holidays to India and Thailand. Okay. Don't worry. It shows that you're worried about it or you have some anxiety around it. And it also shows some little bickering or arguments. The Strength card is here. There could be some sort of a tie-up or a delay when it comes to the actual physical traveling part that may be a nuisance. But overall, it looks like the trips are going to be really good. It also looks like you have some substantial amount of money coming in around this trip. And that look, the Judgment card is here. Something destined to happen on a spiritual level may happen when you're in Thailand. You just may feel like you've come home to something or you've experienced some kind of a rebirth. I think it's going to be pretty epic. There may be some small nuisances and hangups, but overall I think it's going to be pretty epic. Susie Adams, what is he hiding or what has he done? Okay. I don't think he's really hiding anything. I feel like if he's hiding something, it's that he feels a little bit like he's a disaster these days, or he's gone through a personal crisis, a midlife crisis, something personal on his level. And he feels like he's been waiting for his ship to come in and he's gotten nowhere. And I feel like he may be embarrassed to vocalize all that. Like he may be at a point where he's looking back at his life and feeling like, I'm not where I wanted to be. It doesn't look like he's done anything that he is specifically hiding from you. In fact, it shows that he thinks very highly of you with the Empress, and he's more connected to his intuition, and he's got a wish around him. So I don't think he's trying to keep anything from you, but I do think that he feels like he's not where he wants to be at this point in his life. Susie, is he really my soulmate? If he's really my soulmate, I should relax. The thing is that we have a lot of soulmates. You know, we grow and change as people, and there are people that come into our lives for all different reasons. You have friends that are soulmates. You have co-workers, family members. So let me just see. I do believe this is a soulmate relationship, and I think that that's why it's been so hard. Yeah, it's definitely a soulmate relationship, and you should just relax, and we all should just relax. But unfortunately, we're human, and it's not that easy. So don't be so hard on yourself. It's the type of thing where, soulmate relationships, they're just, they can go on for years. And I know that I tell this story all the time, but this answers a lot of questions, especially when it comes to tarot cards. I worked with a woman who was married for 10 years. Before she was married, her husband had like a high school girlfriend. I think that her name was Stacy or something, whatever. Him and Stacy broke up. They both married other people. For 10 years, him and Stacy were not together. They both got divorced and wound up back together, and they got married. So number one, if Stacy had gone to a tarot reader and said, "Am I going to marry Mark?" the tarot reader would have said yes, because yes would have come up, and for 10 years it would have looked like the tarot reader was wrong. But eventually she wound up back with Mark. But on the other hand, it's also the soulmate relationship. It breaks up. They lose touch. It's painful. It's not the kind of thing that you walk away from easy. It's the person comes in, they go out, you're learning things, you experience pain and pleasure in ways that you don't with just anybody. Like, you can't just make it up. It's not like you can just go to the grocery store and pick anybody. If you just picked anyone and you didn't care about them, if they walked away from you or didn't call you back, you wouldn't give a shit. There would be no hurt there. So there is a connection here, and that's why so many of us have had a hard time in dealing with these kind of relationships, because it feels like it should work, but yet it seems like every obstacle gets in the way. So you're not alone. Let's put it that way. Most of us at some point have to go through this a lot. Ram, is there a third party when it comes between me and Pedro? I would like to know so I won't waste my time. Okay, let me see. Is there a third party that's involved with Pedro? I'm not getting anyone here that's significant. But what it does show is that you're worried about it. And you know that when you focus on the third party, that's how you call one in. So I would do what you can to stop thinking about a third party. Now, there's 33% chance, and 33% chance is low. So I always use this example. I worked with this guy, Mike, since we were 18. We worked at A&P together. We ate dinner together almost every night. We spent almost every holiday together because we worked together. We don't work together anymore. And now I'll text him happy Thanksgiving, only because how can I not think about you on Thanksgiving when I ate every Thanksgiving dinner with you for the past 20 years? But that was it. So would I come up as a third party around him? I would come up as a 33% chance there was a third party around him, because I was with him every day. We knew the ins and outs of each other's lives. We ate dinner together. We were good friends. But It was only because we were at the same place at the same time. If you removed one of us, we weren't, we're not meeting up now and having dinner every night. In fact, I haven't seen him since the store closed. So that's the kind of thing when 33% shows up. 70% is a little different. Um, Crystal, will I be very successful for making a gift basket business in the future? Okay. Let's see. Very successful. You got two aces, and here's the Page of Cups, which is your creative project that's around you. I think that it would be something that would come very natural to you and that it would be successful. Mariana, will Ricardo communicate with me this month? Okay. 70% chance, yes. That goes up even higher if he is a water sign, a Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer. If he isn't a water sign, then I would say he's going to connect with you before the end of the year, but it might not be before the end of December. But that is the end of the year. If he's not a water sign, I would give it at least 6 weeks. Edith, for L. Lauren. Oh, thank you. That's very nice. Let me see if I can find her question. Um, oh, you're a new subscriber? Welcome. Nice. Okay, would you send me in your question because I can't find it and it would just be easier if you just retyped it and I'll answer Susie and then I'll find yours. Could we have a future or something lasting? Okay, let's see. Is there a lasting relationship or a long-term relationship in the future? Definitely. Two aces and the death card. So that would be 70% chance yes, and it would be a relationship that transforms both of your lives. Neither one of you would be the same. L. Could there be a possibility that I am pregnant with Howard's child right now? Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm getting a 33% chance. So 33% chance is pretty low, but what it can indicate is if you are not now, you could be in the future. So it shows that you have the King of Pentacles, which would be an earth sign if one of you is an earth sign, a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo, and one ace. So I'm not 100% positive that you are right now, but I think it's something that may happen in the future. So just be, you are an earth sign. Well, it's very possible then. It's definitely possible then. Okay, I'm going back up to the top. Breezy, what are Rod's current feelings towards me? We've known each other for years, so we just started talking. Okay, let's see. He may be getting prepared to make a move. He looks like he's awfully focused on you and that he's very well balanced. He thinks that you're a strong person. He thinks you have a big heart. He's a little bit worried. So I don't know if he may think that you wouldn't be into him or something like that. Maybe he wants to give it a little bit more time. But I think he's, you know, starting to feel something. I think feelings are starting to develop. So I would just kind of go for it. See how you feel. You know, like let it flow naturally and see what comes of it. Gabby, will I meet my twin flame? I'm not a big believer in the twin flame thing because I don't believe that most of us, um, our souls are that evolved. I think that most of us wind up with soulmate relationships rather than the twin flame. But I'm going to ask, will Gabby meet her twin flame? Well, it's coming up no as of right now, but that could change in years to come. Like I would say that at least for this year 2020, I don't think you have a twin flame reunion coming in. But like I said, I don't think that most of us get there. Like the soul has to be pretty well evolved for that to happen, and especially young people. I don't know. I'm not a big believer that we run into them that fast. That's just me. Um, Anna, does Christopher like it that I come on to him sexually, or does he like it when he appreciates me? All right, does he like it when you come on to him? Yeah, he likes when you come on to him, definitely. Elisa, what do the cards say about me being psychic? Okay. Well, everybody has the ability. It's just how well you work with developing it. So let's see. What do the cards suggest about Elisa's psychic ability? You got a strong sense of intuition. Work with it because you'll develop it more. The cards suggest that you naturally have a pretty strong gift. Ram, is Will happier now that Pedro isn't going to be volunteering at the agency more often? Is it that Will is much more nicer to me? All right, let's see. Yeah, three aces. Yeah, I don't think he ever really cared for Pedro. And I think that he's kind of happy that he's gone or he won't be there as much. Um, it's kind of funny, because like it's not Pedro's fault. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of funny that it's like he feels relieved that he's not going to be around. Um, let's go up to the top. Chow Mei, I think that I did answer you like really early. I think you were one of the first people, I think. Um, Priscilla Ellen wants a general reading. Okay. Out of the blue, a Leo shows up, and you're feeling very well balanced, and the relationship moves forward rather quickly, and you get your wish. Now, if you're already with somebody, this could be your relationship right now moving forward very fast. If you're not, somebody new comes in that I think is going to be a Leo. The relationship moves forward very fast. You get your wish, and you walk away from all the bullshit that's not working out for you. You're not gonna turn back when you meet this person, because you're gonna be like, finally, somebody who does what they mean, says what they mean, and stands up for what they, for what they want, rather than, I'm gonna call you and then they don't call you or whatever. So I think that you are gonna move forward quickly with somebody. And if it's somebody that you're with right now, it would just mean that your relationship would be going to the next level. Crystal, can I handle both career as a baby nurse and gift baskets? Will it be overwhelming? Okay, that's good. You know what? There are going to be moments where it will be overwhelming. The nice thing about it is that if you own your own business, you do it at your own time, and you can always not take orders. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm filling orders up until Christmas. Get your order in by November 15th for Christmas, or you're not going to get your order. You know what I mean? You could do it at your own pace if you're very busy with your like regular day job. That's what's nice about having your own side gig. You do it when you want to do it. You take as many clients as you want to take. So I think that it will be overwhelming at some points, but I think you could handle it. Gabby, about my job coworkers. I kind of need a little more than that, like specifically a question, because coworkers, there's a lot of them, and it's hard to read a group of people. Like if there's one person that's giving you a hard time, or what the question about the job is, I can answer it better. Lena, if it does occur, can the addictive nature of our relationship be between me and Kay be avoided? It's going to take a lot of work, and there's definitely going to be moments of heartbreak because you have the Three of Swords. But yeah, you could work through it. All right. I just want to make sure I don't miss Gabby. I just need some clarification on that question. All right. I'm going to answer for Jasmine right now. Will IO come towards me in 2020? Okay. Yes, definitely. Probably sooner rather than later. Is Jeneth and Martha Katrina don't like me? Okay, I'm going to ask that three different questions. Does Jeneth not like Gabby? Well, Jeneth definitely has a problem with you. I think it may be something that has to do with jealousy. Does Martha not like Gabby? Now, for what was this girl's name? Martha? Was it Martha? Um, yeah, Martha. Now, for Martha, it shows that she doesn't dislike you. So if she gives you a hard time, she may side with this Jennifer, but those aren't her feelings. She's just sticking up for her friend, or she's just being bitchy or whatever. Let me ask you about Karina. Does Karina not like Gabby? Karina may have a smaller problem. It seems like the first girl has got a problem. The second girl kind of sides with the first one, but doesn't really have that much of a problem with you. And the third girl kind of falls somewhere in between. I would keep your distance from these people. That's my 2 cents. Stay away from them if you can, or deal as least with them as possible. Ram, I would like a general reading. Dog is snoring. You could be traveling overseas or over water. You got some adventurous times coming in, and a wish gets granted. Your life moves forward very fast in 2020. You're also going to be working really hard at something work wise or school wise that's going to lead you to victory, and you're going to be feeling super strong in 2020. Like nothing can stop you. Um, Malapale, what is the Gemini's plans towards me after June 2020? Oh, he plans on coming forward. You look, you got the, he's working hard towards victory, and look at how he feels about you, the Empress. So he's coming forward, definitely in 2020, after June of 2020. Things can move forward rather quickly. Jay Lissa, will I hear from the Pisces on my birthday or before? I'm on the fence. I don't think you're going to hear from him before your birthday. You only have one ace. Lovers is in reverse, which would indicate if this is an ex boyfriend, because lovers is in reverse, and it shows some kind of heartache. So let me tell you this about birthdays. If you don't hear from him before your birthday or on your birthday, don't stress over it. Really. Some people are just not good with birthdays, and a lot of times men are really bad at it. So try not to make a big deal out of it, because the more energy you give it, the more you make it mean, the more that bullshit goes out into the universe. And at the end of the day, it's not a big deal. And it's, like we live in a society where we assign meaning to things, and it's like it's false. Like, for example, I always tell this story. I worked for A&P. I worked for a grocery store for like 5,000 years. Valentine's Day, men would come in scrambling like lunatics, and they would buy dead flowers at 7 o'clock at night just so they could go home with something, because they couldn't not go home with something on Valentine's Day. But it wasn't because they knew it was Valentine's Day and because they were so head over heels in love. It was because they didn't want to end up in the doghouse. So that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is bullshit. It means more to me if somebody happens to pick dandelions on May 1st and give them to me because they thought about me at that moment, rather than somebody told him it was Valentine's Day and he better get his fucking act together. You know what I'm saying? So don't let it upset you if you don't hear from him, because you're going to hear from him. And to me, it means more when somebody picks dandelions on May 1st than it does when the calendar says you better get your ass to the Hallmark store. You know what I'm saying? Be careful what you assign meaning to. Um, Crystal, can I trust my cousin Tia for helping me with my gift basket business to grow? Okay. I'm only getting one ace, which would be a 33% chance. It also shows that the strength card is in reverse. She's not that strong or she's not that promising. I would do it on your own. You know what? If you do it on your own, you're the one that's responsible and you're the one that's in charge. Yeah, I would do it on your own. I wouldn't involve anyone else. All right. Um, Let me go back up to the top. I am grateful. Any new career opportunities for me to help my financial situation? I think you're going to have a couple of different opportunities in 2020. And I think that come this time next year, you're not going to be in the same position. You'll be feeling much differently. $56.78. When will I get out of this stuck energy? Queen of Diamonds just flew out, which would mean I would go with December of this year. But December, once we turn into once we move into the winter, not in the fall. So after the 21st. But if you're in an energy where you're feeling kind of stuck, the best thing to do is to do something different. So even if it's something as simple as driving a different way to work, just taking yourself out of your normal routine, or if you get up every Monday morning and clean the house on Sunday night, you just do something different because it helps to break up the static energy. Go out of your way to do something different. If you always go to the bank in one city, go to the bank on a different street. Just to change things up starts to get the energy flowing. Afia wants a general reading. Okay. General reading for Afia. Laying down the law after being heartbroken. Sharp words around you, and there could be an earth sign coming in. There's some worry around you. I don't know, maybe some past bullshit comes back to haunt you, but I think that you're going to yeah, look, someone from your past is coming back. I think you're going to put your foot down. This person may be an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, and you're going to you're going to stand your ground and you're going to achieve victory with this person. All right, let's go back up to the top. Um, Miriam M., do you see any work opportunities coming my way soon? Definitely. You're going to be working really hard at a new job coming up soon. You're going to have opportunities, but you're going to take something and you're going to definitely move forward quickly. Ram. Is Pedro thinking about me because I feel him? Definitely. You got two aces and the Knight of Swords, which means he comes in out of the blue. Definitely. He's probably thinking about you right now. Amorous. How does CJ feel about me? You know what this means? The Roman goddess, the Greek goddess. They think of you as love, prosperity, pleasure. Be careful with the Empress. Birth or conception of a child can happen. They're also thinking that they want this relationship to move forward. This person thinks very highly of you, very attracted to you as well. Marielle Lopez. What's going to happen between B and I? Okay. You guys have a spiritual connection. Now, there's going to be some arguments and fighting going on between the two of you coming up in the near future, but you're going to get past it and move forward. There's some adventure. There's adventure around you. The Empress is here, which means the Empress is anything that has to do with the planet Venus. Money, love, prosperity. Be careful because it could be the birth or the conception of a child. It also could be the birth or the conception of a new creative idea. Either way, your relationship with this person is going to be transforming, moving into the new year with the Death card. Edith. Will my son's father make good on his word? Let's see. He will. You got the wish card here, so he will. But it looks like it's going to be not right away because you have some arguments and feeling a little bit like you're waiting for your ship to come in here. But I think eventually he steps up to the plate and he does the right thing. So hopefully that helps. Give him the benefit of the doubt. I think his intentions are to do the right thing. I think he may get a little bit lost on the way, but I think eventually he gets there. Katrina, should I rent the basement apartment to JB? I got a 70% chance you should. And that then the last card here is rest and relaxation. So I don't know if you rent it to him and then you feel like you can breathe easy, or if you rent it to him and then you go on vacation or something like that. But it looks like I think that you should. It looks like it would be a good thing. Mary Elena. He came over this morning. What did he think when he left? Okay. Worried. He's worried about something. He also feels very strong. He feels very strong. He's worried about something, and he feels like he has not achieved victory yet. He also feels a little bit out of balance, and he may be worried about money. He's got decisions he's got to make, and he knows it. He's just not ready to make the decisions yet. Snow on the Sahara 76. Will I hear from the Aries guys soon? You're going to hear from them. I don't think it's going to be as soon as you want. It looks like they may be a little bit worried about money right now. So they may be trying to either pick up extra hours or pick up another job, maybe something seasonal, but you're going to hear from them in the near future. I can't tell you it's going to be this week. Brooklyn, general love reading. Okay. We've got an Aries coming in here that's going to be pursuing you pretty hard. And they're going to feel like they have a spiritual connection to you. Or you guys could find some sort of a spiritual practice that you do together that may even eventually lead to making money. Because there's money coming in around you. And it could be something that really changes your life fast. This could be something that comes in out of the blue. Now, this is supposed to be a love reading, but it looks like it may be more like a spiritual connection to someone that could turn into a love thing. It could be the kind of thing, like bizarre things happen sometimes. You go to take a random yoga class, you may meet somebody, and you guys both fall in love with the yoga and then develop a friendship that leads to more coming up in the near future. And then who knows? You may decide to, I'm just using yoga as an example, but it could be any sort of spiritual practice. And then you may decide to start teaching it together. Like there's like some sort of a connection like that coming in that has a spiritual grounding. Mary Elena, I know he loves me. Why does he act like he would be okay without me as his wife? Does he really believe that, or is it BS to cover up his feelings? He does love you, and there's a lot of regret about the way that he's treated you, and he also feels like he's stuck and he has no choices. But he also does believe that he could be okay without you because he thinks, well, I could always go with this other one. He feels like he feels right now like he's in control, and it's like he's telling you what you want to hear to keep you right there, but he's not giving you what you want. And what I don't like this bullshit that he shows up and he says one thing, or you have these conversations with him, but he's not stepping forward, and he's still so. Stop telling me how much you love me because you're not. You know what I'm saying? Like I recently had this with just a random friend of mine. Well, this person is sending me text messages about how much they love and miss me, but yet whenever we have plans to do something, they back out. So it's like, stop it with the bullshit. You either put your money where your mouth is or just shut the fuck up already because I'm tired of it. Like, I just get to the point with people where it's like, show me rather than tell me and then do the opposite. So for him right now, it looks like he's keeping you where he wants you, but he feels like he's got some choices and he can play around a little bit. It's going to backfire in his face eventually because this can't go on forever. Like, eventually, you got to make a decision. I mean, I can't imagine that he keeps having these conversations with you, but he's not moving forward. So what is he doing? I would, and I always say, this is my answer to everyone that gets in a situation like this, and a lot of people are in the same situation. Pull your energy back, stop discussing it with them, stop giving them any more fuel for the flame. Because the more they think that you're waiting there for them, the more they're going to keep you there waiting for them. And it's not fair. I mean, you have a life, and you don't need to sit around and wait for this guy to decide to come and go as he pleases. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a life out there for you too. So I would cut him off a little. See how he feels after that. Rhonda, should I invest in a relationship with my Leo? All right, let's have a look. You can invest with this person, but they may not be putting as much work in as you. If you're okay with that, then I'm okay with that. Go for it. You know, sometimes relationships are like that too. We go through a point where one person puts in a lot of effort, and then we go through another point where someone else is putting in a lot of effort. It looks like you would be doing more of the work in the beginning. High vibration. What is this week bringing for me? You could have something spontaneous come up that leads you to victory, that makes you feel really good, like your life has moved forward. There could be something carefree and fun loving that comes in that's just like takes your mind off of everyday bullshit. All right, let me go back up to the top. Where am I? Um, Iman Ahmed, what is my Virgo feelings for me? Okay. They're going to come in with an offer here that you're not going to be able to refuse. And it could be it could be something that's faded or that you guys come to a crossroads. They feel a little bit like they're weighed down by the weight of the world right now, but they do feel like they have a connection to you and that there's more to come from this situation. They may be struggling a little bit right now financially. I think that coming up in 2020, the Virgo is going to take a leap of faith and come forward. All right, I'm going to try to pull out some people here. I think I got through a lot of people tonight, but I want to see if I can find people who I haven't answered. And see if I can get through some more. Otherwise, I think tomorrow I'm going to try to get on around 11:30 in the morning, and then again at night. We'll see what happens. Hmm. Um. Oh, here's one. Tamia Davis. All right, let's see. Tamia. General reading for Tamia. Working really hard. After taking off the restraints, your life moves forward very quickly. You've got magic around you in 2020. You have a fire sign that's around you that could be connected to you in love or somebody that's helpful in moving your career forward, one or the other. They're a fire sign of Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. Money worries go into the past and your life gets more balanced. In 2020, you're letting go of anxiety and you are moving forward like nobody's business. Oh, Katrina, thank you. You don't have a question? You want to ask a question? Oh, you did not have to do that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But if you have any questions, type them down there and I'll get to them before I sign off. Crystal, can I trust my cousin E-Bone for my gift business? All right, let's see. You know what? I don't trust either of these two. I would do it on your own. I really would. I would do it on your own. I feel like there may be some jealousy around this one. I would do it on your own. That's my 2 cents. And I think you can handle it on your own. I do. I think you could. Oh, thank you, Katrina. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Franklin. Franklin loves 17. Ever since I was young, I had a questionable sexual energy that's still with me today. I don't know where it came from, and I would like more clarification on this matter. Okay. Questionable sexual energy. Now, is it something that you feel personally or something that you feel is around you? I want to make sure that I answer the question right. Something that you feel personally. So it's like the way that you feel about your own sexuality. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on here. You are a deeply spiritual person, okay? And things may come in out of the blue for you. And you also have a sense of adventure. So what I'm thinking here is you're also very successful. And you know how to get what you want, and you're very successful. So the thing when it comes to sexuality and being attracted to people, for highly spiritual people, what I have found, for myself, I found like I'm not attracted to a lot of people because I feel like I need to have that kind of connection to them. And if I don't have that magical soulmate sort of connection, I just don't want to be bothered. Whereas I know a lot of people that their attitude is, we'll just go out with so and so, whatever. Well, I'm just gonna, it's a free dinner, whatever. It's a night out. I am not like that. So when it comes to sex and being attracted to people and sexual energy, what I believe is that the souls recognize one another, and it has nothing to do with the physical. So what I believe is that if you're feeling like there's some kind of a strange sexual energy, or you may be attracted to strange people for strange reasons, or whatever it is that you feel may be off or not normal or not the norm, whatever, it's because your soul is attracted to the other person, not because of the package that they're in. So if you happen to be, let me go back to that question. So say, for example, I'm assuming, Franklin, that you're a guy. So say, for example, you might be attracted to a man on one day. I feel that you're attracted to the soul of that man. And I believe that when the souls come back, sometimes we come back as women, sometimes we come back as men, but the souls recognize one another. So if that's, I hope I'm answering your question. If that's why you're feeling that things are questionable, I think it's because you're deeply spiritual and you're connecting to people on a soul level. I don't believe that you're connecting to them as much on the physical level until you have that soulmate connection first. Let me know what you think. That's what I'm picking up. Does it make any sense to you? I really I want to be clear. I want it to be clear. Oh, Crystal, thank you. You didn't have to do that, but I do appreciate it. Thank you. All right, let me go back up to the top. I just want to see if I can grab some other people that I didn't get to. Solace. Hopefully, I can become as confident as a reader as you. Oh, just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Mihak, when the ex Libra misses me, what does he think? You know what? He thinks about coming in out of the blue and then he holds himself back and then he gets silent with the hermit in reverse. He's going to break down and come forward. Don't worry. He will. He will. Um, Valentina Alfredo, what's coming up with me and my ex Pisces? You may be feeling like you're waiting here for your ship to come in, but in 2020, the ship comes in. You spin the wheel of fortune, and if this Pisces doesn't reach out to you, the fate will put you two in the same place. Don't worry. Fate's going to put the two of you in the same place, and something is going to happen in 2020. Okay, Rhonda, general love reading. You got a soulmate connection coming in after you let go of the past heartbreak. An air sign comes in out of the blue in Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. The Empress is here, which means, always be careful if you don't want children when that card shows up, but you have magic around you. So if you're not with anyone right now, someone's going to come in and sweep you off your feet soon. I think they're going to be an air sign. I also think they're going to have a very strong personality. All right. Let me see. Diana, what's coming in for me in 2020? Letting go of past regret, a celebration, and a relationship built on solid ground. Use your intuition. The world is at your feet. You have a soulmate relationship coming in. You're going to be very happy in 2020. Put all that good energy out into the universe. You're going to get what you want. Phantom, what can I expect in the near future? You got a Pisces coming in here. When this Pisces shows up, you're going to lay down the law. You're going to let them know exactly what you want from them, and you're going to get it. You got justice here. You let go of anger. You let go of anxiety, depression, and you move forward in 2020. You also find some financial stability. Alia O. I'd like insight in a relationship I just made intimate recently, if I should consider it for something long lasting. Okay, let's see. Is there long lasting potential in this relationship? Yeah, there is. There is, and you're at some point you're going to feel like you made it to the top of the mountain and that you made the right decision here. Okay. Want to know about my finances and love life in the next coming weeks. Okay. So this is going to be the last one that I'll take because I'm tired. I have to go to bed. I'll be on tomorrow morning, probably around 11:30, something like that. And I'm going to post the sales tonight on my community page if you're interested in privates. Okay, this is another one. Let go of the past heartache, right? And somebody comes in out of the blue. That's going to be a soulmate connection coming up in the next couple of weeks. You got fire signs around you, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. There could be more than one person that you may have to make a decision. Take off the restraints, move forward. As far as money is concerned, it doesn't look like you have too much going on money-wise in the next couple of weeks, but it does look like you're going to have a lot of suitors coming around you. So you may be more focused on your love life than you are on your finances, which is okay. You know, one thing at a time. All right, guys, I'm going to go because I have to go to bed. I'm wiped. But I'll see you guys tomorrow, probably around 11:30 a.m. New York time, and I'll post the sales before I go to bed tonight. Thanks for watching. Thank you to my let me answer for moderators. Any moderators out there have questions? I didn't answer for any moderators. SARS is the guilt, remorse he's been feeling, stopping the Pisces from reaching out to me. Okay, let's have a look. Don't sleep. So peaceful. It's only temporarily holding him back. It's not going to be forever. It's temporarily. He does feel guilty. He also has to own it a little bit. But yeah, he's going to come forward. Mel, when the Aries re-enters my life, how long will he be around? Okay, let's see. Will the Aries be long-lasting? Like, can we count on them to be around for at least a year or two? I think he comes in out of the blue with the Knight of Swords. He comes in when you least expect it, and I think it does last for at least a year or two. You know how I never like to say forever, but it looks like it's going to be a while. It's going to be something long-term. Anybody else? Is Brandy here? I think Brandy maybe left earlier. I think. All right. All right, then I'm going to go, guys. I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, and for being patient and super chatting and everything else. And thank you to all of my moderators that remind me when I skip over people, etc. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks. Bye-bye.